Well, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the first Goffs UK Goodwood sale. Before we start, we'd like to thank the Goodwood executive for their enthusiastic partnership in staging this sale. We're going to offer 13 top-class lots from the winner's enclosure in a few moments. But before we start the sale, I'd like to draw the attention of all potential purchasers to the conditions of sale on pages 13 to 32 of the catalogue, as all bidders are deemed to have read, understood and agreed to be bound by those conditions of sale. In particular, I'd like to draw your attention to conditions 2.1, which relates to commission and fees, and especially 2.1.3 that refers to purchasers. Condition 4 refers to basis of sale, as all lots are offered with a pre-sales veterinary certificate, unless otherwise stated. Condition 5 relates to prohibited substances, that deals with drug testing. 9 refers to purchases, and 12 lots returnable, which covers the complaints procedure if there are any post-sale issues. In addition, some lots have very specific extra conditions as notified on each lot's catalogue page or as announced when the lot is being offered. So it's very important you listen as each horse is introduced, because there are some special conditions in some cases. Please also familiarise yourself with our advice to buyers on page 12 of the catalogue. The horses in training are offered with pre-sales veterinary certificates and x-rays, whilst any broodmares or fillies out of training are sold with pregnancy and breeding certificates respectively. Some of the horses in training have entries in the Qatar Goodwood Festival this week, as shown on each catalogue page or as announced. And successful purchasers should speak to Weatherby's to complete the paperwork for the transfer of ownership and to ensure that your new horse carries the new owner's colours here at Goodwood. We're very grateful to the British Horse Racing Authority for their cooperation in allowing this unique facility at this sale, following their similar cooperation at our London sale prior to Royal Ascot. We've got 12 lots in the main catalogue. We have one supplementary lot, lot 13. We have catalogues here on the rostrum and in our office, which is just under the balcony there, if you need a catalogue. The minimum bid today is £10,000, and we ask you to bid very clearly and quickly, either to me or George as the auctioneers, or to our bid spotters. To my left is Richard. We have Michael White. We have Tim Kent in front of me, Charlie King in the winner's spot there, and anybody else wearing the blue ties that I'm wearing at the moment. So please listen carefully as I say to any announcement made by the auctioneer at the time each lot is introduced, as those announcements are final and binding on all parties. If you have any queries, please direct them to our sales desk, which is immediately at the bottom of the stairs underneath the veranda there, to any of the Goffs UK team on site. And we ask you to follow any instructions that you may receive from the Goffs UK team that may be appropriate at any time. If you want to bid, we'd like you to be, if possible, on the ground floor level unless we've identified you before. And please ensure you have registered with us prior to bidding. If you've yet to do so, please speak to Derek Forrest, our financial director, in the sales office under the veranda at the bottom of the stairs, as we cannot accept bids from unknown bidders. There we are then, ladies and gentlemen. Those are the pre-sale announcements. We have 4 of the horses here. Lot number 1 is not here, though. It's sold in absentia, the property of Malachi Racing. A really good one to start with, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Perfect Angel, a 4-year-old mare by one of the great sires at the moment in Dark Angel, who can do no wrong. She's a winning and Group 2 place filly by the great Dark Angel, and a really important catalogue update that has increased the potential for this particular lot, as her own sister, Angel's Hideaway, shown as a winner and placed, of course, last Saturday, won the Group 3 Princess Margaret Keeneland Stakes at Ascot. So she's now own sister, a top-class 2-year-old, and Angel's Hideaway. Big things expected from her. She's one of the market leaders for the 2019 1,000 guineas. She's got enormous potential. This is a young 4-year-old mare. She's in full training with Andrew Balding. She comes from a black type family. There's only 2 dams on the page. She's a proper type. And I reckon, come on, let's start away. Come on, give me what about 500,000 and put me in. Anybody get a bit of £500,000? 5, 4, 2. Anybody get a bit of 2? How about 100,000 a bid? I got 100,000 said it'd be not 100,000 good. 100,000 is left. At 100,000 said it'd be not 100, but I get 100 now. At 100,000 said it'd be not 100, but 100 now. At 125 he said. At 125 75, and I got a 50 bid, I got a 150 now. At 150,000, I got 75 more. At 150, I got 75, 175 now. At 175, I got 200,000 beer. I got 200,000, sending me now 200 now. At 200, I got 225 with George. At 225, and you're out now, 225, and you're done. At 225, everybody else around the ring now, 225 and beer. I got 225, and said it'd be now 225 now. At 225,000, that'd be now 225 and George. At 225, anybody else here left? At 225, it'd be now 225 and beer. At 225, it'd be now 225. At 225, and you're out, my starter. At 225, and said it'd be now 225 and beer. At 250 now. At 250, and you better right now, 250 is right. At 250, you're out, George. At 250, but again now 250 now. At 250, he said it'd be now 250 now. At 200, 275 a guy. At 275, he got 3. At 275, it'd be now 275 and left. At 275, it'd be now 275, the Dark Angel. At 275, owns. This is a very good one. At 275, and said it'd be now 275 now. At 275 with George and right, you're out right. At 275, everybody else here, 275 now. At 275,000, but goes this time with George. At 275,000, you're out. At 275,000, that'd be now 275 now. At 275, and said it'd be now 275 and left. At 275, it'd be now 275. Yes, 300,000 now. At 300,000, that'd be now 300 go. At 300,000, that'd be now 300, you're out, George. Yep. 300, 325. 325, you got 50. At 325, and said it'd be now 325. Now 50. At 325, and said it'd be now 325. At 325. 325. 400,000 bid. At 400,000, said it'd be now 400 now, yes, sir. At 400,000, said it'd be now 400,000 now. At 400,000, this pedigree is improving all the time. At 400,000, where's your bidder, George? At 400,000, said it'd be now 400. Take 25 if you like. At 400,000 on the phone in front, then at 400,000 now. At 400,000, you're out as well, right. At 400,000, said it'd be now 400,000 pounds on beer. At 400,000, but goes this time then. At 400,000, the own Sister to Angels Hideaway. At 400,000, a Guineas winner in the waiting. At 400,000, all done, everybody's in. Last call, here we go. At 400,000, then get ready. At 400,000, in the winners already. At 400,000, you're out left. At 400,000, it goes this time. Hammers up. At 400,000, it goes this time then. At 400,000 pounds and Sackville Donald, 400,000 pounds. Thank you very much indeed. Now, something a bit different for lot number 2. Lot number 2 is consigned by Gay Kellaway Racing, and as the catalogue states, this is a 50% share, make no mistake, a 50% share in the 5-year-old Cosmelli, who's a 7-time winner. His last start was a win in the Northumberland Vase handicap, so winner last time out. Now, in addition to the conditions of sale, there are a number of specific conditions applying to this sale, and that is, as your catalogue states on the left-hand page, that Gay Kellaway will remain the trainer of Cosmelli until the 31st of December 2019, or a later date to be agreed by the partners. He's offered with an entry in the Skybet Ebor Handicap at York on the 25th of August. And Gay has also entered him in the Group 2 Prix Kergula at Deauville. The Group 2 Prix Kergula at Deauville. She thinks very highly of this horse. He's eligible for entry into the 2018 Lexus Melbourne Cup. And he will run in the name and racing colours of whoever you are who buys the 50% in the next few minutes. The remaining 50% will be retained, 25% with Gay Kellaway and 25% with Mark Walker. Now, Gay Kellaway is very keen on this fella. She feels he has potential. She plans to aim him at the Melbourne Spring Carnival in 2019 with the ultimate goal of going down and winning the Melbourne Cup. So he has entries. He's a winner last time out, 50% of him. He stays with Gay Kellaway. He's got enormous potential, this fella. Come on, what for the half? Put me 100,000, put me in, he's worth 2 anyway. 100. Anybody got a bit of 100,000, put me in 150. Anybody got a bit of 50, 40, 30, 20? Yes, 20 on beer. I got 20,000, then now 20,000 now. 20,000, I got 25, 5, but now 25. I got a 30, but I got 30 now. I got 30,000, then now 30,000, and you out. 30,000 or 40, but I got 40 now. I got 40,000 and 5, if you like. 40,000, then now 45, 5, but now 45, 50 beer. 50,000 now. 50,000 and 5, again, if you like now, 50 beer. I got 50,000, then now 50,000 left. At 50,000, we're aiming for the Melbourne Cup. At 50,000, then it'll be now 50,000 with big race entries now. 50 entry in the Ebor. At 50,000, then it'll be now 50,000 is left. At 50,000 for the half. At 50,000, then it'll be now 50,000 now. Anybody else in left? At 50,000, anybody behind? It's you, Tony. At 50,000, then it'll be now 50. Tony has it now. 50,000 now. At 50,000, then it'll be now 50,000. God. 50,000 now. At 50,000, anybody else around the ring now? 50,000 beer. I got 50,000, then it'll be now 50,000 now. Anybody else in front? At 50,000, but but going for the hammer this time then. At 50,000 and you're out right. At 50,000, even now 50,000 now. At 50,000, but sold left, make no mistake. At 50,000, anybody else here left? At 50,000, all round about now 50,000, but going for the hammer this time then. At 50,000, all done right. Fine for you, sir. Thanks for your help. At 50,000, we're going for it this time. All done. At 50,000, and now going to win this time. At 50,000, we're heading for the Melbourne Cup via the Ebor at £50,000. And Tony, it's your bidder. 50,000 buys. Thank you very much indeed. Goes to the 50% goes to Import Racing from Australia. Thank you very much indeed and the best of luck. Looking forward to next year's Melbourne Cup already. Lot number 3 is Learned Friend, consigned by Glebe Farm, the property of a partnership. Here's a seeking the gold mare. She is certified in foal to the Great Dark Angel. And you should know as well, of course, Inns of Court. She's the Dame of Inns of Court who won the Prix de Riz-Orangey Group 3 on his last start, and he runs in the Group 1 Prix Maurice de Giste on Sunday. This is a pedigree that could catch fire on Sunday in the Group 1 Prix Maurice de Giste. This mare is out of a Group 1 winner, a champion herself. Really well-related mare, and in foal to one of the most commercial sires in the business at the moment in Dark Angel. You can't go wrong here. Here she is, ladies and gentlemen. Feast your eyes. Learned Friend. She's worth a lot of money. The produce will be worth plenty. She could really take off by Sunday. All right, what do we got here? Come on, give me what about 500,000 worth every penny? 500. Anybody get a bit of 500? This could be the Dame of a Group 1 winner on Sunday. 500,000, 542. Anybody get a bit of 2? How about a bit of 100,000 and put me here? 150 on beer. I got 50,000, then I'm now 50,000 now. I got 50,000, then I'm now 50,000, been now 50,000, 55 now. At 55, I'm now 60,000, got 70 beer. At 70, I got 80 beer, I got 80 now. I got 80,000, then I'm now 90 beer. 90,000, I get 100. At 90,000, then I'm now 90,000 now. I got 100, sir. At 90,000 in folded arc and 100,000 beer. I got 100,000, then I'm now 100,000 now. At 100,010 bid, 110 is there. I got 110, and then I'm now 110 now. At 110, and then I'm now 110 left. At 110 and 20 bid, I got 120, 40 bid, I got 140 now. At 140,000, then I'm now 140, yes, sir. At 140, you're out, Charlie, now 140, 160 beer. At 160,000, then it'd be now 160, yes. At 160,000, 180 go. I got 180 go 2. At 180,000, then it'd be now 180 go 2. At 180,000, then it'd be now 190 beer. At 190, it'd be now 105 beer. At 195, you got 2. I got 200,000 now. I got 200,000, then it'd be now 200, 200 go. At 200,000, then it'd be now 200, your bid, George. At 200, then it'd be now 200 now. At 200,000, then it'd be now 200, 200 now. At 200 in folded Archangel. At 200, anybody else here? Right. At 200,000, all round about now, 200 now. I got 200,000, then it'd be now 200, 200 beer. At 200,000, then it'd be now 200, but going for the hammer this time then. At 200,000, then it'd be now 200 now. At 200, Inns of Court is one of the produce. At 200,000. 220 beer. At 220 on top now. 220 now. At 220 was on top. Yep. 220, 220, 240. 240 now. At 240 ground floor level. 240 beer. At 240 Group 1 update coming. At 240 ZB now. 240 now. At 240 is ground floor level. At 240 ZB now. 240 now. At 240 ZB now. 240 out in the balcony. At 240 50 if you like. At 240 ZB now, 240 now. At 240 down below now, 240 to you. At 240 but again now, 240 right on top. At 240. Could be a Group 1 winner coming in the pedigree on Sunday. At 240. At 240 try 50. At 240 ZB now, 240 now. At 240 ZB now, 240 beer. At 240 ZB now, 240. But going for the hammer down below then. At 240, anybody else around the ring now, 240 now. At 240 then, get ready this time. At 240 then, last call on top, sir. At £240,000, you're out on top. At 240, bid is underneath. At 240, ground full, how about it? 250. 250 bid. I beg your pardon, 245. There's a sign of weakness if ever there was one. 250. 250. How about a 5 again? At £250,000. At 250 bid. At 250 said a bid now, 250 now. At 250 bid, hurry sir. At 250 bid again now, 250 now. At 250 in fold to Dark Angel. At 250 Inns of Court runs in a Group 1. At 250 said a bid now, 250 now. At 250,000, 255. 255 on top. At 255 and beer. At 255 and said a bid now, 255 now. 260. 260,000 bid. 260 said a bid now, 260 now. At 260 bid now, 260, 270. 270 is left. At 270 with Charlie now, 270. 275 a go. At 275 it'll be now 270 and Charlie. At 275 and you're out. At 275 and right. At 275 you're on the balcony. At 275 the bid is down below now, 275 now. At 275 and you're out, Charlie. At 275, 275. 300,000 bid. At 300,000 that'll be now 300 now. At 300,000 that'll be now 320 if you like, sir. At 300,000 that'll be now 320 beer. At 320, is that been now 320 now? At 320, been now 320 a go. At 320, what about you, Charlie? At 320, is that been now 320 now? At 320 and right below. At 320 you're out. At 320,000, but goes in the phone right-handed. At 320,000 in folded Archangel. At 320,000, could be a big update coming. At 320,000 pounds. You're out left. At 320, all done here. At 320,000 pounds. Then get ready this time. At 320,000, all done and finished this time. At 320, out here. At 320, out in the balcony. And at 320,000 pounds, we're going this time at 320,000 pounds and sold. Matt Coleman, Coleman Bloodstock, thank you very much indeed. Stroud, Coleman Bloodstock, thank you very much indeed. Number 4, here's a very good one for you. Consigned by the great Mark Johnston. The property in Midland Park Racing have enjoyed such success. Here's the cracking two-year-old Marie's Diamond, a two-year-old by Footsteps in the Sand. Last time I romped home in the Group 3 Jebel Ali Racecourse and Stables Anglesey Stakes. A very, very good race at the Curragh, which you're seeing on the screen at the moment. He's offered with entries in the Qatar Goodwood Festival Group 2 Richmond Stakes on Thursday, the Group 2 Futurity Stakes at the Curragh, and the listed two-year-old trophy at Redcar. Also has an entry, which is not in your catalogue, in the Group 1 Prix-Morny on the 19th of August and the Group 2 Champagne Stakes on the 15th of September. And those entries will tell you this is a horse that Mark Johnson thinks very highly of. And Mark does not do like me. He doesn't bullshit, Mark. I do. He doesn't. But he said, we rate Marie's Diamond very highly and see him as a potential Guineas horse at this stage. The classic winning trainer, Mark Johnson, thinks this horse will progress into a Guineas horse. Once, of course, he's dealt with the Richmond and all the Futurity and all the Morny and all the Champagne Stakes. They think very highly of this fella. He won the Anglesey last time out. He's a very valuable commodity. Could be a classic winner next year, by this time next year. What do you want to do? Bid me $500,000 and put me in, he's worth double it. 500,000. Anybody got a bit of 500,000 and put me in? 500. 500,000 and put me in 5-2. And at 100,000 bid. I got 100,000 and it'd be not 100,000 now. At 100,000 that'd be not 100,000 go. I got 100,000 that'd be not 100,000, 150 bid. At 150, how about 200,000 now? At 200,000 I got 50 bid. I got 250, got 300,000 now. I got 350 here now, 350 got 4. At 350 got 4. At 350 the bid is with George now, 350 now. At 350,000 bid. At 350,000 that'd be now 350 now. At 350 the Anglesey winner. At 350 years left now, 350, 400,000 now. At 400,000 and you're out, George. At 400,000 then been up, 450 got him. At 450 bid again now, you got Tony. At 450 bid again now, 450 now. At 450, 500,000 now. At 500,000 then been now, 500 go. At 500,000 then 550 got him. At 550 bid again now, 550 now. At 550 you're out, Tony. At 550 bid again now, 550 in standing. At 550 in front, ground full level. At 550 the Angles are winning now, 550 heads for the good ones. At 550 Group 1 winner in the making. At 550,000 bid. At 550. 575, 575, at 575. Now what do you want to do? At 575, at 575 and beer. At 575 is here. At 575 and I'll come back to you. At 575 the Angles are winning now, 575 and beer. At 575 it'll be now 575 now. At 575 and you're all out right. 600,000 beer. At 600,000 you're out, Tony. At 600 you're out as well. At 600,000 that'll be now 600 now. At 600,000 that'll be now 600 go. At 600,000 that'll be now 600. Yes, you back in? 625 here. At 625, my original man. At 625, and not you, Tony. At 625, and it'd be now at 625 now. At 625, and it'd be now at 625. At 625, Mark rates him very highly. At 625, and it'd be now 625 and beer. At 625, and it'd be now 625 and here. Yes, 650 beer. At 650 now, sir. At 650, but again now at 650 now. At 650, but again now at 650. At 6, yes? What are you trying to say? 675. 675 and be. Where's your man, Tony? At 675. At 675 and here. And you're out as well. At 675 and beer. At 675, Ruzi. At 675 and here now at 675 and beer. At 675 and it'll be now at 675. At 675 and it'll be now at 675. At 675 you're out here. At 6. It's yours, sir. You don't need to bid me again. At 6, I'd love to do it, but I really wouldn't do that to you. At 6.75, how about here? At 6.75 goes this time then. At 6.75, and if you're now at 6.75, you're out right. At 6.75, and if you're now at 6.75 and beer. At 6.75, but going for the hammer this time then. At 675 goes in front. At 6.75, heading for the Group 1 pre-morning. At 6.75, at 6.75, then to the Guineas surely. At 6.75, how about you on the phone, sir? At 6.75, where's your man, Tony? At 6.75, and if you're now at 6.75, goes this time then. At 675 and goes this time, hammers up. At 675, I hate to see a fellow on the phone. At 675, yes, no. At 675, done this time then. At 675,000, it goes this time, all done. At £675,000, all done. Not today. Thank you for your efforts. Number 5, again, something a little bit different for you, is a lifetime breeding right in the grade showcasing a Group 1 producing sire. There are breeding right conditions which is applied on request. Showcasing, of course, the Jim Crack winner. He's the sire of the champion Cartier sprinter, Quiet Reflection, who won the Commonwealth Cup and the Group 1 Haydock Sprint. He's the sire of 29 stakes winners now, as Atenatin won the listed rider stakes since publication. 15 group winners. He's the champion British first season sire. His yearlings are exceptionally popular. We were delighted to sell a yearling for Lady O'Reilly at the Goffs Orby sale last year for €460,000 by showcasing. They've also made 380,000 guineas, 330,000 guineas, so on and so forth. One of his big horses this year is Advertised, the very good 2-year-old who won the July stakes. They've got big hopes for him. A very, very good sire, this showcasing. A lifetime breeding right in showcasing then, ladies and gentlemen, worth a lot of money. He's very, very popular. He's very, very commercial in the modern climate. All right, what have you got here? Come on and give me all about 300,000 for it. 3, 2, 1. Anybody got a bit of 100,000? Bid. I got 100,000. Anybody not 100,000 now? At 100,000. Anybody not 100,000? Go. I got 100. Then I got 10. But I got 110. I got 20 here. I got 120. I got 40 beer. I got 140,000. Anybody not 140 beer out, Tony? At 140,000, 440, 50 beer. At 150 and again, she said 150 now. What are you saying? At 150. 160, doesn't matter what you said. At 160. 180 here. At 180,000, they've been at 180 now. At 180, you're right, Charlie. At 180,000, they're at 5 if you like. At 180,000, they've been at 180 beer. At 180,000, they've been at 180 now. At 180 with you, Tony. At 180,000, they've been at 180 now. Anybody else in front? At 180,000, they've been at 180 go. At 180,000, they've been at 180 beer. At 180,000, they've been at 180, got 5, but 185 now. At 185 in front, at 185 a go. At 185, they've been at 185 now. At 185, anybody else around the ring? At 185, the lifetime breeding right and showcasing. The sire Quiet Reflection and Advertise. At 185, it had been at 185 now. At 185, and been now 185 a go. At 185 with you, Charlie, in front. At 185, it had been 185 now. Anybody else on the steppings? At £185,000 on beer. At 185, it had been at 185 now. At 185, anybody else on top? At 185, anybody else here right? At 185,000, anybody else in front? At 185,000, but goes the lady at 185,000. Then last call, here we go. At 185,000, 190. At 190, how about 2? At 190 bid. I reckon the way this fella's going, this is value. I have to tell you, at 100, we're falling over ourselves for these horses in the sales. At 190 with Tim. At 190 bid. At 190. At 190. Advertise will only add to him. At 190. At 190, the Sire Quiet Reflection, the Cartier Champion Sprinter. At 190, the Capella Sansevera as well. At 190,000 bid. 29 stakes winners with another one since publication. At 190,000 bid. At 190, but goes with you, Tim. At 190,000, you're all out in front, you're out left, Tony. At 190,000, then get ready. At 190,000, going for it this time. Hammers up. Lifetime breeding right in showcasing at 190,000. Tim has it at 190,000. It goes this time. All done at £190,000. And Tim with you. 190,000 buys. Thank you. Giulio is next. Consigned by Jamie Relton Sales Agency. Here's a very smart 3-year-old colt by Exceed and Excel. He's a Group 3 winning 3-year-old German sprinter. Now cross out the entries in your catalogue. He does not have an entry in the Qatar Goodwood Festival Group 3 Thoroughbred Stakes on Friday. And, of course, I hope you spotted the deliberate mistake. He also obviously hasn't got an entry in the gym crack. But he is not declared in those races. But he has an entry in the Group 2 metre stakes at Baden-Baden on the 26th of August. He's a very exciting individual. He comes from the Melbourne Cup winning Group 1 family of Rekindling. He's Giulio, he's Biden, Exceed and Excel. Group winning 3-year-old sprinter. All right, what have we got here? Come on and give me what about 500,000 here? Anybody got a bit of 500,000 and put me in? 500. Anybody got a bit of 500, 532? Anybody got a 100,000? Yes, sir, did you bid it? Thank you. 100,000 now. I got 120 bid now, 140 go. At 140 got 60 bid. I got 180 now. At 180 euro. At 90 bid I got 100, got 200,000 now. I got 200,000 against you again, George now at 200 bid. I got 200 my bid now, 200 now. Anybody else in front? At 200,000 then me now 200 now. At 220 bid. At 220 bid again now 220. At 240 bid again now 240 bid. At 240 got 260 now. At 260 bid again now 260, 280. At 280 got 3. At 280 bid again now 280, 300,000 now. At 300,000 where's your bid, George? At 300, 325 now. At 325 and sending me now 325 ago. I got 325 and left now 325 and beer. At 325 and it be now 325 now. At 325 and it be now 325 and you're out. At 325 the bid is left. At 325 anybody else here close to us? At 325 and sending me now 325 now. At 325 and you're on the phone, sir. At 325 and it be now 325 anybody right. At 325,000 beer. At 325 and it be now 325 now. At 325 a group winning sprinter. At 325 and it be now the big race entry. At 325 and you're out. At 325 anybody else in front. At 325 and it be now 325 and beer. At 325 and it be now 325 any good to you. At 325 and it be now 325 and beer. At 325 but going for the hammer this time then. At 325 you're all out left. At 325,000 then get ready this time. At 325 you're out. 330. 330. At 330. What do you think about that? At 330. Anything to say? Yes. I think you should. 335. 335 and bid. At 335. Two can play that game, he says. At 335. 340. Go on, have 50. At 340. At 340, yes. What do you want to do? 345. 345. At 345, it'll be now 345 and bid. At 345, it'll be now 345. At 345, what does he say this time? At 345, it'll be now 345 now. I might come and get you. At 345. At 345 and here. At 345, it'll be now 345, yes? At 345, no. Well, thanks for the help. At 345, it'll be now 345 now. At 345 and goes left then. At 345, the group winning sprinter. At 345, get ready. And at 345, we're going this time. All done. Is there no advance? You lose at 345. All done. Not today. Now, marching into the ring now will be number 7, Flying Dragon. Consigned by Bancher House. Bancher House, of course, the home of King Con himself, Con Manan, who is the king of the sales ring. He's the vendor of 2 more Group 1 winners this year. He's now sold over 100 group and stakes winners through the sales rings, so many of them through our Doncaster and Goffs sales rings. King Con doesn't get it wrong too often. Different league, remember her last year. And he offers you this fella that he recommends, a 2-year-old called Flying Dragon. He's by War Command. He's a placed 2-year-old. He comes from a good pedigree. He's right in front of you now, a good-looking individual. Proper type here. Con doesn't get it wrong too often, and he recommends this one for you. Come on and give me 300,000 and put me in. 300, 300,000, 300, 200, 100. Anybody get a bit of 100? That 50 and beer. I got 50,000, then me now 50,000 now. I got 50,000, then me now 50,000. Gun 60 beer. I got 60, got 70 now. I got 80 beer. 80,000 now. I get 100. At 80,000, I got 100, but I get 100 now. I got 100,000 standing down for 110 beer. At 110, I got 20 beer. I got 120 now. At 120,000, then me now 120 is here. At 120, my friend here now 120 beer. I got 120, got 40 beer. I got 140 now. I got 140 beer, George now at 140 beer. I got 140 going on 50 beer. I got 150 and he been now 160 now. At 160 you're out, Tony. At 160 they've been at 160 now. At 160 is ground ball level now. 160 here. At 160 they've been now 160 now. At 160, 160, 170 beer. At 170 got 80. At 170 they've been now 170 now. At 170 they've been now 170 beer. At 170 on top now. 170 beer, you, Tony. At 170 they've been now 170 the War Command now. 170 beer. At 170 anybody else here right. At 170 they've been now 170 now. At 170. Anybody else around the ring now? At 170 now. At 170. Listen when King Kong tells you. At 170 recommends this one. At 170 is enemy to 170 now. At 175 and beer. At 175 with Charlie. At 175. At 175. Where's your bidder? At 175 against you. At 175. Where is he, Tony? At 175. At 175 and beer. At 175 and Charlie has it. At 175. At 175. You done? At 175. What? Come here and tell me. What? It's very disappointing, isn't it? What's wrong with him? King Kong's told you. At 175 with Charlie. At 170, what about you? At 175. Nobody went smirking. At 175. At 175 and goes this time then. At 175 and even 175 now. At 175 and even 175 beer. At 175 but goes to Charlie. At 175 the war command this time. All done left. At 175 done in front. At 175 outright. At 175 and goes this time. Hammers up. At £175,000 and Charlie with you. 175. Righty-ho, I'll pass you over to George.
Yes, thank you, Henry. Moving on, lot number 8. Yes, consigned by Kremlin Cottage Stables, of course, the home of Hugo Palmer. Here is the 3-year-old son of the mighty High Chaparral, Curiosity. Here is a duel-winning grandson of Green Desert, no less than. Placed second on his most recent start at Newmarket's July meeting, and on his penultimate run he was of course second at the Great Royal Ascot in the Britannia Stakes, not beaten far at all. 2 very good runs on his last 2 starts. He's out of a sister to Prohibit as well. He's got a very good pedigree, and this fella holds an entry in both the Goodwood Golden Mile Handicap at the Thoroughbred Stakes Group 3, both on Friday. I think we can know what's going to happen now. Where we're going to get him away. Tony, what have you got? 200 bits. Should have been Tony here to the bit of 200 to the 1, to the bit of 200 now. At 200, he's very nice, this fella. Now the bit of 200 to the 1, to the bit of 2, to the bit of 200 now. At 2 goes on here to the bit of 2. At 200 to the bit of 1, to the bit of 2, to the bit of 25, to the bit of 25, to the bit of 250 now. At 250 now, the bit of 270, now the bit of 275. At 275, you got 3. Now at 275, you're out. Henry to the bit of 3, to the bit of 300 now. At 300, bit of the 1, to the bit of 3. At 300, a hand son, a High Chaparral, now the bit of 3, bit of the 1, to the bit of 300 gar. At 300, half now, you're out, Tony. At 300, who goes on here to the bit of 3, now the bit of 320 gar. At 320, but Tony now the bit of 320 now. At 320, he's more enthusiastic than I am. At 320, now Tony now the bit of 320 now. At 320, 340, 340 gar. At 340, now the bit of 340, now the bit of 60 now. At 360, bit of the 1, now the bit of 360. At 360, you got 20 more, Henry, now the bit of 360 gar. At 360, bit of the 1, now the bit of 380, 380, 380, 380, 380, I have now the bit of 390 here. At 390 with Tony, now the bit of 390. At 390, I have now you're out, Henry, now the bit of 390 with you, Tony. At 390, bit of the 1, now the bit of 390 you got. The High Chaparral Curiosity, rated 99. Proved he has an engine. At 390 got 4 surely. At 390 bit of the 1, and now 390. At 390,000 he's worth more. At 390,000 surely. At 390, it's only money, you know. At 390, yes, at 390, you could have a winner this week as well, you know. At 390, he's worth a lot more than this, surely. At 390, with the bids here with Tony. At 390, who surely goes worth more than the 390 guy. At 390, I have now the dual-winning son of High Chaparral, second at Royal Ascot, sure to go on. Only a 3-year-old at only 390,000. But the bids here with Tony at 390,000 done. This time hammers up he goes at 390,000. You got to be quick at 390. You better be in front. Very dangerous to wave in my company, sir. At only 390, you'll end up with a racehorse at 390,000. Hammer up. Are you done? At 390,000, got to go. At 390,000, left-handed here at 390. Last call. With you, Tony. Thank you. 390,000. Avenue Bloodstock. Thank you very much indeed. Yes, lot 9, moving on. Belleville. Feast your eyes on Belleville, because she's walking into the ring with her coat foal. Born this year on the 26th of March by Brazen Bow, of course, the first crop in this hemisphere of the sire himself, a champion 3-year-old in Australia. Belleville herself, a daughter of the high-class broodmare sire in Cape Cross, and she holds a cover, and she is definitely in full. to the Group 1 Breeders' Cup winner in Bobby's Kitten. She is, of course, herself a placed 2-year-old and a sister to Mildenberger, who is, of course, one of the leading fancies for this year's Classic, the St. Ledger at Doncaster, later on in September. So here we go then, Brookside Stud, Belleville, 3 for the price of 1. Here we go then, a Cape Cross mare in full to Bobby's Kitten with a cracking, well-behaved, brazen bow foal who's got smashing yearlings to come this year. Where are we going to get away? Come on. Where are we going to settle live premium? 200 surely. 200, get her started. Come on, she'll make more. 100, come on, get away. 50. Where are we going to get away? She'll worth a lot more than this. Come on, 40, 20, we can go surely lower. You got 3 for 1 here. 20 bid here to the bit of 20 left-handed. Here to the bit of 20, a bit of the one, to the bit of 20,000 now. At 20,000 over the one, to the bit of 20. Already 20,000. It goes on here to the bit of 29, a bit of you want to buy, another bit of 20, a bit of the one, to the bit of 20,000 now. At 29, a bit of 5 here to the bit of 25, the bit of 30,000 at 30,000. My man, already 30,000. I have now the bit. Now you're out here to the bit of 30, a bit of the one, the bit of 30,000 already 30,000. I have now the bit out 30. At 30,000, now the bit of 35, the bit of 40, now the bit of 40,000 at 40,000. I have now 5, the bit of 45. You said the bit of 45 now. At 45, a bit of the one, the bit of 45. At 45, I have now the Cape Cross mare in the ring, now the bit of 45,000 surely. Already 45, real value in the ring, you know. Already 45, you're out Tony as well, another bit of 45 surely. Already 45, a bit of the one, the bit of 45. Already 45, you really can't go wrong with this sort of money, another bit of 45,000 surely. Already 45 in full to a Group 1 winning Breeders' Cup winner with a cracking brazen bow at foot, as you can all see. Real size and strength. Surely worth more. Already 45, surely to the bit of 45, yes or no? Already 45, bit of the one, to the bit of 45. 41 to the bit of 50, my man. Here to the bit of 50, and bit of the one, to the bit of 50,000, surely. Already 50, bit of the one, to the bit of 50, 55. 55, you're out again. Already 55, I have now, you bid of me, yes or no, sir? To the bit of 55, to the bit of 55,000, surely. Already 55, yes, you bid of me, sir? Come on, sir. I prefer you smile when you bid. Already 55, surely worth more. Already 55, don't look so glum. Buy yourself a mare. Already 40, yes, at 55, a bit of 55, yes or no. Already 55, I have now. Goes my man. Already 55, surely worth more. A bit of 55,000, Already 55,000, I have now, but the mare is gone. Already 55,000, 3 for the price of 1. Already 55,000, hammer repeat on. This time, last time, you got to be quick. At 55,000, once, twice. Third and final time, already 55,000, you got to be quick this time, yes or no? Already 55 and done this time at 55. Not quite today, I'm afraid. Not sold at that, she's worth more. Yes, here's something a bit special. Lot number 10 in your catalogue. Charming Kids. Here is a very, very good high-class 2-year-old son of the freshman sire in Charm Spirit. This fella was placed 3rd in the Group 2 July Stakes on his latest start behind Advertise and Concheck. Bang up-to-date form, and the form, of course, was franked yesterday as the 4th in the July Stakes, was 2nd in the Vintage Stakes here yesterday, so bang up-to-date form. This fella, brother to the black-type performer in Juniper Pass, a charming kid, rated 105, 3 starts, 1 win, 1 place, Group 2 level, sure to go on by a real good promising sire. Where are we going to get him away? Come on, semi-light premium 400 here. 400 surely he's worth a lot more than the bit of 4. Come on, 3, 2, come on, get away 1,000, winning 100, come on, 100, come on, I want this and more, come on, premium 150, 50,000 surely, come on, get him away, premium 50, yes or no? 50,000 bid down below here to the bit of 50 and bit of the 1, bit of 50, now the bit of 60,000 at 60,000, bit of the 1 and the bit of 60, at 60,000, now the bit of 80,000 here to the bit of 80,000 now, at 89 the bit of 100, he said with Henry, now the bit of 100,000 at 100,000 the high class 2-year-old, at 100,000 bit of the 1, the bit of 100 now, the bit of 100 now, the bit of 100,000 now, at 100,000 you got 20 more, at 100,000, 120 way up top, at 120 way up the bar, at 120 way up top, made no mistake, the bit of 120 year old Henry, another bit of 140 now, at 140 bit of the 1, the bit of 140, at 140 Hugo's on here to the bit of 140 now, at 100 the form has been franked, at 140 is worth more than the bit of 140 surely, at 140 worth more than the bit of 140, at 140 surely got more than the bit of 140 now, at 140 you're all out down below, at 140 a bit of the 1, the bit of 140 yes or no, at 140 bit of the 1, the bit of 140 here for sale, at 140 come on, another bit of 140 guy, at 140 I have another bit of 140, at 140 I have now, he's entered in the Richmond this fella, he's one of the leading fancies. At 140 is worth more. At 140 is in the gem crack as well. At 140 yes or no, but 140 now. At 120 you want to get in quick. At 140 you bid me yes or no, but 140 now. At 140 yes or no. At 150 we're going for the hammer, we're going now. At 140 160. 160. 160. 160. Why are you so slow? At 160, at 160, bit of the one, another 150, 170, 170, 170, 170. The horse can run faster than you're bidding me, sir. At 170, another bit, yes. At 170, Giulio, another bit, 170, at 170, a bit of the one, another bit, 170, yes. A grandson of a mighty invincible spirit. At 170, bit of the one, another bit, 170 now. At 170, have no, you're all out. At 170,000, you're all out to your left-handed as well, you know. At 170,000, because we're going for the hammer, we've got to go now. At 170,000, done, finish. You're going to miss him. At 170,000, you've got to be quick. At 170,000, quickly, this time, last time. At 170,000, last call. He's not sold, I'm afraid. He's worth a little bit more than that. Not sold at 170. Now then, back to the ladies. Lot number 11 is Malachi. Here's a 3-year-old daughter of Harbour Watch, and she's a most attractive filly. A very, very attractive filly. Seen running on your screens, as you can see. She is a listed winner and second in the German Classic, the German 1,000 guineas as well. She went on to be placed third again in the Group 2 in Cologne. Second in a Classic, most attractive, a black type 3-year-old here with a real good black type family. Very, very nice, this lady. Highly recommended. Where are we going to get her away? Come on then, surely for those starts here. Come on then, I want 500 first start. I want 542. 200, come on, get her started. Premium 100, come on. Classic contender, come on, whatever one. 1,000, another bit 100, now top, another bit 100, another bit 100,000. At 100 with the one, another bit at 100, at 100,000. Now the filly with the pedigree, another bit 100. Who goes on here? Another bit 100, another bit 100,000. At 100, a bit of one, another bit 120. Yep. At 120, another bit 120, another bit 120. At 120, another bit 150 here, another bit 150. At 150, yep. Another bit 175, another bit 175 here. Now at 175, the bit is right. Now at 175, surely worth more, another bit 1. Yes, at 175, 2 he says. 200, a bit of the one, another bit 2. At yep. 200, now 225. Yes, 250. 250, 250, yep. Fresh bidder, 250, 275. At 275, you're out tabs. At 275, he says 3 over the 1, another bit of 3, another bit of 300,000. Yep. At 300, another bit of 325. 325, 325, you got 25 more. At 325, a bit of the 1, another bit of 325, yes or no? At 325, a bit of the 1, another bit of 325. At 325,000, he's worth a little more than this. At 325, the filly. At 320, she's very, 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 very nice, this lady. At 325, surely worth more. At 325, who goes on? At 325 with Henry. At 325, she's been placed in a Classic. A real proven engine. At 325, worth more. At 325, yes or no? At 325, because you're out, Tony. At 325,000, you're all out across. At 325, you lose the gods, make no mistake. At 325, done. This time, here we go, yes or no? At 325,000, we've got to be quick. Bid on if you want to buy at 325,000. Yes or no? At 325,000. You got to be quick this time. At 325 this time. Last call. At 325, are you done? At 325. Nah, she's not sold, I'm afraid. Another filly, lot 12, Weeping Wind. Yes. Let's have another youngster to the ring. Other than myself. Lot 12, yes, Weeping Wind. Here's a 7-year-old daughter, Ortario. And this filly is sold, as you can see, with a lovely coat foal born on the 25th of March by the Derby winner in Harzand. A most attractive foal. This lady herself is, of course, a sister to 4 black type performers, including a Group 1 winner. A real good pedigree to back her up. You've got an Australia to run for you. The Harzand in the ring. Where are we going to get her away then? Semulite for a low start here. Lovely mare. Age on her side. Where are we going to set her light premium for a low start here? Come on. Where are we going to get away with premium 200, come on. With a Harzand by the Derby winner, a coated foot. Where are we going to get away with premium 200,000, get her started. Come on, 100, come on, 100,000, get away premium 50,000, surely. 50,000, worth more than this, surely. Come on, where are we going to get away premium 50,000, spotters watching, surely another bit of 50. Come on, where are we going to get away premium 50,000, surely. 50,000, bid in front here, the bit of 50, bit of the 1, another bit of 50,000, at 50,000, my man of the 1. 1, a bit of 50, he goes on, he did a bit of 50, a bit of the 1, a bit of 50,000, another bit of 60,000 go. At 69 with Tubbs, at 60, a bit of the 1, a bit of 60, a bit of the 1, a bit of 70,000 now. At 70,000, I have now, they've been out 70. At 70,000, keep the vocal cords going, Tony. Now, a bit of 70, a bit of the 1, a bit of 70,000, 80,000 go. At 80,000, a bit of the 1, a bit of 80. At 80, a bit of the 1, a bit of 80,000 go. At 80,000, a bit of the 1, they've been out 80. At 80,000, a bit of the 1, a bit of 80,000 worth more. At 80, got 10. 90, 90, 90. 90, 90 after you got 100. At 90, a bit of the 1, a bit of 90,000, a bit of the 1, a bit of 100, another bit of 90,000 surely. At 90,000 all the way. At 90,000 I have now, yes, at 90,000 I have now a cracking horizont colt at foot. Sister to 4 black type performers, a Group 1 winner as well, you know, at only 90,000 worth one. At 90,000 Australia to run for you, another bit of 90,000 Chile. At 90,000 bit of the 1, another bit of 90. At 90,000 worth more, another bit of 90,000, yes or no. At 90,000 you're going to be close. At 90,000 bit of the 1, another bit of 90,000 Chile worth 1. At only 90,000 bit of the 1, another bit of 90. At 90,000, yes or no. At 90,000 worth a lot more than this now, another bit of 9, another bit of the 1, another bit of 90,000 Chile. At 90,000 bit of the 1, another bit of 90. At 90,000 big goes my man, you're out, Tony. At 90,000 hammer up. Are you done? Quickly, yes or no? At 90,000, because we're going down, we're going now. At 90,000 done. This time, quickly. If you buy this, you know, you get a free entry to the Goffs November full sale. At 90,000. Bargains here, you know, at 90,000, Chile, another bit of 90,000. She's very, very nice, and the Kota Smasher at 90,000. Big goes my man at 90,000 with a free entry, the Goffs November sale at 90,000. Quickly, are you done at 90? And not sold, I'm afraid. Lot 13, yes, here is our wildcard entry. Late entry to the sale, as this lady, the 3-year-old daughter of Vocalized, sometimes a diamond, was the winner of the Sweet Mimosa Stakes listed race at Naas on the 25th of July. And in that race, of course, Sweet as a Diamond, she defeated Could It Be Love, who had obviously been placed second in the Irish Guineas. So real bang-up-to-date form. Consigned by Glebe House Stables, of course, the home of Jim Bolger, so a top-class hotel. She's out of a Galileo, sister to Oceanographer. It's a very, very, very good pedigree. Galileo needs no introductions. You can buy into his blood. She's sold, of course, with the pre-sale cert and the veterinary certificate as well. Very, very attractive filly. Very, very versatile. Bang up-to-date form. Where are we going to get her away? Come on then, Semi-Light, put me in here. Sometimes a diamond. Well, you might find a diamond here. Come on then, Semi-Light, put me in 400, get her away. 400, come on, where are we going to get away? Come on, Lucky 13, where are we going to get away? 421, 100, come on, another bit of 50, bit of the 1, another bit of 50,000 ga. At 50, bit of the 1, another bit of 60, another bit of 100, another bit of 100,000 ga. At 100,000 with Tubbs over the 1, another bit of 100. At 100,000, sometimes a diamond, another bit of 100, another bit of 100, another bit of 150 now. At 150 over the 1, another bit of 150. At 150, you goes on, another bit of 100, another bit of 2, another bit of 200 ga. At 200 with Tony, another bit out 2. At 200 bit of the 1, another bit of 2 goes on here, another bit of 2, another bit of 1, another bit of 2, another bit of 200 now. At 200 worth more. At 200 surely worth more. Another bit of 2, another bit of 200 ga. At 200 have the 1, another bit out 2. At 200 a bit of the 1, another bit of 2 goes on here, another bit of 2. Out of the Galileo mare. At 200 a listed winner as well in her latest start. At 200 who goes on here, another bit of 2, another bit of 2, another bit of 200 now. At 200 another 2. At 200 surely she's worth a lot more than this. Another bit of 200 ga. At 200 bit of the 1, another bit out 2. At 200 surely worth more. Another bit of 200 ga. At 200 which is sold with Tony, made no mistake. At 200 or the 1, another bit of 200. You're all out to your right. At 200 have now you're out up top. At 200 have now you're out down below the bids with Tony. At 200,000 made no mistake of you. At 220, 220, 220, 220, 220, 220. I'm sure they were only warming up. At 220, at 220 goes Tony's new bidder. At 220, bit of the 1, another bit of 220 ga. At 220, I have now, yes or no? At 22, is it you, sir? At 220, well, thanks for your help. Here, a bit of 220, another bit of 220 now. At 220, bit of the 1, another bit of 220. At 220, goes with you, Tony. At 220,000, with you. At 220,000, we'll get you a Strepsil later. At 220,000, done this time. You're out, my man, left-handed, at 220,000. You and the stairs, fellas, at 220,000 done. This time, last go, at 220 she sold, at 220 last time. Tony, with you on the stairs? Dermot Farrington, sitting down. Thank you. 220,000 buys. Okay. That concludes this evening's sale then. We'd like to thank all vendors and purchasers alike, and we wish you all a very happy rest of the week racing here at the Qatar Glorious Goodwood Festival. Thank you and good evening.